I just watched this video, Kendrick Lamar's Luther, the most underwhelming song from GNX, so of course it's the biggest hit from Rap Critic. And I had to know what kind of points he was going to try to throw at this song because it's one of my favorites from GNX. Maybe, possibly going to be one of my favorite songs of all time because it's one of those that just comes into my head all the time. And I feel like this song hits me in an emotional way that's very hard to describe, and I think most people would find it hard to describe. I definitely think that the reason it deserves analysis is, while I don't think this is a popular opinion that Rap Critic is stating in this video necessarily, I don't think it will be an uncommon one either. I think a lot of people who don't see why this song is hitting so hard, I have to remind you, probably a lot of those listens are coming from repeat listeners who are just playing this song in particular a lot because it does fit a lot of atmospheres that the rest of the album doesn't. You know, if you were trying to listen to something with people who don't want to hear swearing in the music, this song was the only thing that survived on Billboard during the holiday season that was not a Christmas song explicitly. Literally the only thing that was on the charts was this song. Nothing else from GNX, because it's something that made sense to listen to during those slow moments, during that family time, during lovemaking, during making out, during any kind of intimacy. This song makes sense. And that's actually almost impossible to nail. Like a song that can fit any kind of intimacy? Wait, you're telling me I can listen to this while I'm having sex, but I can also listen to this with my grandma and it makes just as much sense? How is that possible? Because of that breadth. The song's not about any one specific thing other than dedication. It's about being so dedicated to another person that you would give them anything. You would actually you wouldn't just give them anything because you just happen to have it. You would take it. You would take anything and give it to this person just to express your love for them. That's the point of this song. That is an intensely powerful romantic feeling. Now, one of the things that Rap Critics focuses on this song is this idea that even though it's broadly a love song, there are all these lyrics that don't really make sense in that context. And he's talking about the difficulty that Genius has in understanding this Roman numeral 7 lyric. I'm going to tell y'all, Genius is cool. Genius is fine if you want to check what other people have to say about something. But the best way to do analysis is just to use your own brain. Now, I'm not going to take credit for realizing this. I actually don't remember where I was when I saw someone mention that there was a Cleopatra reference in this song. But Cleopatra was Cleopatra the 7th, Roman numeral 7, the most famous queen of all time, the most powerful woman in human history. This is why he says Roman numeral 7, bae, drop it like it's hot. He's calling his woman Cleopatra. He's saying, you, my woman, the most powerful woman on earth, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God, introduce them to that light, and hit them strictly with that fire. Basically saying, whatever you want, I would kill your enemies for you. I would make your dreams come true. This is like anybody who becomes friends with Daenerys Targaryen. This would be an amazing theme song. This would you could do an AMV of this with anybody who dates Dany throughout Game of Thrones. It's a vibe. Do your dance. Let 'em watch. She a fan. He a flop. They just want to kumbaya. Nah. So he's saying, these people who are trying to get close to you, they're fans, they're flops, they just want to hang out with you and, do nothing. And he's saying nah to that. So basically, I'm not like these people. I'm not a fan and I'm not a flop. I'm someone who is actually going to do things. I'm not here to sit around and commiserate with you. I'm here to get your shit done. That's what he's saying with this lyric. It's actually a lot of meaning packed into such a simple lyric. So then SZA comes in with him. In this world, concrete flowers grow. Now, the idea of a flower blooming out of concrete is a very commonplace hip hop image that basically means the same thing as like Good Kid, Mad City or To Pimp a Butterfly. Like, it's this idea that even though I'm from this incredibly difficult place for something to grow, I still did, and I'm still beautiful. Heartache, she only doing what she know. This is a great line because, you know, if you've ever really been in the questioning of like, why am I doing what I'm doing? Well, you don't know anything else. I don't know how to do anything other than what I'm doing. This is this is what insecurity is bred from, is the fact that you really don't know how to do everything. But on the weekends, you get it popping on the low. Better days coming for sure. So this creates this feeling of, this is a girl who comes from hardship. This man maybe also comes from hardship. You know, this is a relationship that has come from a dark place, that has, you know, continued to grow just by trying to be yourself and stay happy in spite of how things have not been great, with the expectation that maybe one day, if this world were mine, you know, if this was up to me, I wouldn't give these nobodies no sympathy. I'd take away the pain. I'd give you everything. I just want to see you win. I just want to see you win. I just want to see you win. That's the core sentiment of the song. It's a love song that can work for anybody you love, because it's not about that you want to have sex with them. It's not about that you want to have a future, whatever. It's about wanting to see them win, and being willing to do anything to make them win. Take over the world just so they can win. This is what the feeling of moe is. For you anime fans, if you watch a lot of anime and you want to see the character win, that's the feeling of moe. It go in when you outright it, do it real slow, slide. So this is the bar that sounds the most like sex, right? Go in and out, do it real slow. Sounds like a slow sexual encounter. But it could also just be dancing. You know, you can interpret it however you want. It's not graphic. Baby, you a star, strike, pose. Again, this sounds even more like dancing, or just like modeling, or just being cute, you know, than anything outright sexual. When I'm with you, everything goes. So this one, again, can be suggestive if you want to take it as like, oh, we're willing to, you know, express whatever whatever it is you're trying to express to somebody. Again, doesn't have to be sexual, because for a lot of people, the things they're hung up on are not that, you know, so it works in all these different contexts. Come and put that on my soul. Now that's a great line. Just whatever it is, whatever you're doing, that thing, that everything that goes, put that on my soul. As in, I'm willing to take it straight to the core. You know, not even like, I'm not being ironic or anything about it. I'm not trying to put on a face or a character that can interface with you. I'm like taking whatever you're offering directly into me. Rari crown, wrist froze, red stack, stay really. Honestly, this might be my least favorite lyric in the song, just because it's the most consumerist, you know, referencing a fast, nice car. Kind of, I think for some people there has to be an aspect of that. Like for a lot of Americans, if there's no reference to some kind of tangible, like, success and like the ability to own everything without there being a reference to something they would personally want in there, you know? So like a Rari it's just like, obviously anybody would drive this car, you know? Drip pound on the way home, tell me if you love me. So there's always this reference. This is a very Kendrick Lamar bar, because the idea of being talked to on the way home, like, comes up on Damn a bunch too. I think it comes up on Love. And speaking personally, my husband calls me every day when he gets off work. We always talk while he's on the way home. I think it's probably a fairly common occurrence with couples. So, like, it feels like Kendrick must have put some kind of special significance on this, you know, being told I love you when he's on the way home. Then we get once again to the hook, and I have to say, just the way that they sing this world, I don't know what it is about the chord choice or whatever, the harmonies. It's the most like magnetic, like I've never heard the words "this world" sung in a more memorable way. And I've heard them a lot of times. If I think of if I think of the words "this world" now, I can only think of how SZA sings "this world" in this song. And that's incredibly powerful to me because that's basically taking ownership over a phrase melodically. Where now, if it's going to take a long time for somebody to try to compete with that, basically. For somebody to say "this world" in a way that sounds more like "this world," this whole world, than the way they sing it. In this world, concrete flowers grow. Heartache, she only doing what she know. Weekends, get it poppin' on the low. Better days coming for show. I can't lie. I trust you. I love you. I won't waste your time. I love that too. Again, these are the particulars. You got to remember the kind of person that Kendrick Lamar is. What he prizes in women is good taste and getting things done. He likes women that don't fuck around. He likes women that have their own business that he can then help them to achieve. So he's not out to just hang around with a chick. He's out to help her do something. He trusts her when she's not around him to be doing the thing that he thinks that she's doing, which is the thing that she has said she's doing. I turn it off just so I can turn you on. Turning off myself, turning off my own ego so that I can be there for you. I'm going to make you say it loud. I like that because that's another one where you could take that sexually, but you could also just take it as like whatever you really feel, I'm going to make you really say it. I'm not even tripping. I won't stress you out. What a thing to say. I won't stress you out. How many people have ever even attempted to make such a nice promise to a person? I might even settle down for you. I'm going to show you I'm a pro. I'm going to take my time and turn it off just so I can turn you on, baby. Weekends, get it popping on the low. Better days coming for show. Just kind of reiterating some of the points made before, bringing it back home, bringing all the elements together, creating this full picture of, like, I feel like this last segment is where it gets more intimate and, like, immediate in that way, where it really sounds like somebody just talking to their partner as opposed to this more broadly poetic kind of, promising you the world that we have at the start. It's broken down to like, okay, well, here's what I can actually promise you. If this world was mine, I'd give you everything, but it's not mine. So here's what I can give you: trust, love, not wasting your time, turning off my ego, bringing the real you out of you, not tripping, not stressing you out, maybe even settling down for you. I will show you I am a pro. I'll take my time just so I can turn you on, I can't imagine a more romantic song than this, actually. I think it's pretty much perfect, and I love it. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad, Rap Critic, that you gave me an excuse to do this. I don't know if I would have really ever gone this deep on trying to explain the song because I just like it so much. I don't feel the need to explain or defend it to myself. But, seeing that the top comment was "gotta disagree with you on this one, song is incredible," I figured I would go ahead and explain to you why your audience disagrees so much. All right. I've been Trixie. All my links are below. Thanks for listening. And never forget, Luther forever. If this world were mine.